Guys, it is such a nice day out here. Like, when I tell you, it's just beautiful. It's beautiful today. We have like nice breeze, 80s, sun. It is so nice. um, I want to talk about friendship today, talking about why I talk about it so much and why I think it's so important. I've talked a lot. I talked about it a lot on the podcast and on YouTube, and I think it's so important to talk about and just how, especially men's friendships, and how that is very important. Um, where do I want to begin? Um, I guess I'll go through like why I think men's friendships are important. Well, number one, we are not meant to do life all by ourselves. Even though I feel like our like Western culture of individualism kind of teaches or shows us that we have to do everything alone, and we have to just go through life in its stages by ourselves. But really, we for survival, we need other people for survival. We need each other for survival because other people are good at things that you're not. And there is a bug on a lanternfly on my thing. Get off, get off, get off, get off. Sorry. Other people are good at things and you're not. I'm good at things and you're not. You probably are better at things than I am, so I need you. We all need each other. And this is coming from an introvert. I describe myself as an introvert. I On the personality, I'm an INFJ. So I think it's important that we don't see friendship as a priority. Maybe not so much as adults. We see it as just like we don't see it as a necessity that we need to. There's another lanternfly. Get away! I'm so sorry. We don't see it as a need, so we kind of put it on the back burner, and it's lanternfly season anyway. We don't see it as a necessity, and we kind of put it on the back burner, and we kind of just we see marriage is here, friendship is right here. And why can't both relationships be equal? So what I mean by that is, um no, friendship cannot be marriage. That's not what I mean. I mean in terms of priority. Yes, if you're married, your your spouse is number one, of course, but friends should be treated with the same importance. And I think we've got it in our ideas in our Western culture that friendship is just um, on the back burner, or just shouldn't be a priority, but it's more of like a thing that we can invest in if we just have extra time. But no, we need each other. And this message is mostly for men because I feel like we're so we can be so isolated within our bubbles. We might not be like physically isolated, but we might be, emotionally or spiritually isolated from other men, from other men. Sorry, I get distracted easily. You know that. You all know that. But we might be isolated from other men, and we might feel that we should only have friendships of the surface level. So, the bros, we're just bros. We only hang out occasionally, and that's it. But In my experience, in the friendships that I have experienced, friendship can be so much more than just bros. Yes, there are those, there are different types of friendships, but it can be more than just, oh, we're just bros. And I feel like when we say we can just be more than just that, then um, we, our perception is that it's romantic or sexual, but there are so many close relationships that you have that are not romantic or sexual. You know, your relationship with your parents, your relationship with your cat, your relationship with just um, your brothers or sisters, and those are close. Those are family, but it doesn't have to be. A, we see closeness as something that needs to be avoided, but my question is, I wonder if we would rather risk isolation and not get to know someone on a deeper level, and then we're more isolated. So I want to encourage you guys to, if you feel safe with the people around you and you have people that you really click with, don't be afraid to, you know, ask for more, ask to hang out more, ask to, you know, just really try to get to know them on a deeper level. That's what Men's Couch does. We're kind of like forced to do that because we're talking about our lives and we talk about our mental health. So that's another aspect of it is we can we can have better mental health if we have closer um, friendships with other men. And I, it's been for me, it's been a journey of ups and downs. Friendship is definitely difficult. It can be challenging, and especially like if friendship can be challenging if you want to try and um I don't know what the word is. If you want to try and have a long lasting close friendship with another guy, it can be difficult because first you have to get through all of the awkwardness of um of the way we've been socialized, which we're socialized to think that we're socialized to think that closeness is romantic only, and we have to get through that awkward phase. Um then we have to, you know, go through things of like conflict and different personalities, and but I feel like we don't even get there. I feel like, you know, the first conflict, you're done. We're done. We're not, you know. And I feel like if we treat our friendships that way as more disposable, then we're gonna feel so alone, and we don't get to appreciate what the people around us have to give because we all have different things to give to each other. And that's what we're here for. We're here to embody different things for each other. I have um I have a friend that's, you know, that's in film. And he loves film, and Alex, you know who you are. And just I'm learning about that through him, and I have a friend that just seems to be always happy, and I need that balance in my life. I also have a friend that um, is kind of like me, is more introverted. So we all have different things to give, and I feel like sometimes if we think of friendship as a means to like, I'm here to just take something from someone, I'm here to just have fun, but no, friendship is it transforms and it saves lives. We don't know the impact that we have on someone. You don't know the impact that you have on someone when you walk alongside of them in this thing called life. Whoa. So we all have different things to give and take, but is that another bug? Sorry. We all have things to give and take, and it's so awesome how we can just do that with each other. But we never get to experience it because there's so many fears that hold us back. It could be like insecurity, where we feel that um, we have to compete with other men. Which, if you're competing with other men, then we're not really getting to know them. If we're trying to have um, if you're trying to have like all the girls, like look how many girls I can get. I'm trying to like think of things to compete with because I'm not a competitive person. So I need a competitive person for a video because I'm not competitive by any means. Um, but it's just so friendship is so beautiful when you have someone there, and it's not necessarily about how many, it's about how impactful they can be in the friendship is. And I've had a few friendships in my life recently where I'm just like, I've never thought that I could experience the um the depth of of friendship, and I went through that. But yes, there was also a lot of different things like there also can be a lot of conflict and pain and dealing with each other's issues, because I th- uh, I feel like another thing is we have a lot of things that we don't know we have. We have a lot of like blind spots that we don't know we have until we actually get closer to someone, and then they're able to see our blind spots and we're able to like see ours, and that's also good because that means there's room for change. You can change because we are changed through relationship with each other. And as long as I always say, as long as two people are compassionate toward each other and safe, then there's room for growth. um but yeah, I just wanted to talk about the importance of it. I feel like it's not talked about enough. I can talk about it for hours. um I can talk about friendship for hours, but I feel like within the past couple of years, the topic of friendship in general has kind of been getting more attention. I think since we were in COVID, we've kind of how isolated we were, we've kind of realized the importance of friendship, because when you're just stuck with your family or your spouse, that's kind of all you see. But um I think in the post-COVID world, that sounded weird. In a post-COVID world, we see the importance of friendship more. And I'm seeing a lot of books and media come out on friendship. You seen Men's Couch went to see the movie Friendship this year. I think it's like a couple months ago. And then um, there are so many books within the past few years that I've read on friendship, like so many. My favorites, sorry, there's wind. My favorite is Platonic by Marissa Franco. That is a book. I recommend everyone read that. It's on attachment and friendship because we don't see too intertwined. But yeah, I'm gonna talk about it more. I just wanted to like reflect and really think about it because it's so important, and um, it's so easy to see it as not, because there are a lot of myths around what male friendship has to be, like of how close we can get before it's seen as weird. But no, we're human. We're made for a relationship. And I'm starting to, in my journey in my own life, I'm starting to become more okay with um my friends supporting me and really knowing the deeper parts of my life that I didn't share a few years ago. I and also doing YouTube is kind of training me to do that. Another aspect of friendship is vulnerability. We have to um no, vulnerability doesn't mean like sharing everything about your life or trauma dumping. I see vulnerability as um sharing your journey with someone, saying like, "Hey, I'm I'm on this path. I'm there are like here are my strengths and weaknesses." And that's I think that's what vulnerability is. Vulnerability isn't talking about like every it's not bad. It's not a bad thing. And vulnerability can be just sharing like I'm struggling with my purpose, or I'm struggling with my faith, or I'm struggling with um, my mental health. I'm struggling with my sexuality. It could be so many different things. Um, just so many different things that can be with vulnerability, and it's important because when we have that, then we know we're less alone, and we get there's weights off of our chests. And this is coming from a person that did not was not sharing his life with anyone. I was not going to share my journey. I was not going to talk about my journey because of that, like um the armor of shame around me. But yeah, I just want to reflect on this, and it's such a nice day. I'm loving it. Um, I hope you guys are all well. I'm just getting over what I think was COVID. Yeah, I tend to get COVID a lot for whatever reason. It just I just it's just my it's COVID's my friend at this point. I've had COVID in different forms, but I will see you in a couple days because me and some friends are going to a cottage, so I'm excited. Hopefully we still have plans for that. And I will talk to you guys soon.